systems go. It should be all good. Gokhan has jumped in the chat prior to me even going live. Good on him. I did obviously schedule the stream as I usually do. I was a little bit late on doing that. But how are you, Gokhan, if you're still in the chat there? I appreciate it. Just notifying everyone that we are live. Where are we? Super Saiyan Trio, eh? Looks like it's going to be the Carnival LR for the double rates coming up in a, what, 2 or 3 days, I think it is. When do the sales end? We should check that. This is her campaign here. So she doesn't leave till the 19th, so she'll overlap by a week. The sales, however, end on the 12th for me, so I'd imagine it's tomorrow that that can't be right. So the sales end at 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow, which is usually when the banners go live. So well, I guess it's shared. When did her banner come out? 4 o'clock, yeah. That's weird. So maybe it might be on login, I'm not sure. But I think we should see the new LR in the next couple of days. How are you, mate? Yeah, good. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in so early. What do you reckon about getting a Super Saiyan trio for the new Carnival LR? We do have to do Battlefield, by the way, but before I do, actually, I might quickly just run these boosts. Tide, how are you, mate? Welcome. Yeah, I just asked Gokhan the same question. What do you reckon about the Super Saiyan trio that seemingly has been riddled to us by the official? They're doing riddles now, which is new for Dokkan. It's a bit of a Legends kind of thing to do the riddles in terms of teasers, or upcoming teasers, I should say. I like it. I think it's good. Hey, Pi, how are you, mate? We're just going to run these so I can welcome you all in. Oh, sorry, it's been a long weekend. I am tired. Need to have a good name for good categories. Well, okay. Well, it's probably going to be a Super Saiyan's 200% leader. Let's put that there. Yeah, you're right. There'll be no pure or hybrid Saiyans, thanks to Trunks and the others being pure. So there won't be any of that. There won't be any of the family categories. It depends on how they do it. You'd imagine there would be like a standby or an active skill of some description. I think it'll probably be like a standby. I think it's going to be very akin to sort of Hope Trunks. I think it might be the 3 of them, and it might be a standby into like just the Vegeta and Trunks, whilst Goku prepares the finished skill Spirit Bomb, possibly. Kind of wish it was AGL 13 and his goons for the sake of the androids. Yeah, I personally would have preferred that as well. Memes, how are you, mate? Welcome. But then realistically, more people would summon for a Goku over the guy with the trucker hat, and I don't care about that because of the dub. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, you would have preferred an 18 unit rather, a 13 unit rather than a well, basically the villain of the movie as opposed to the hero of the movie. I personally am in that camp. I wish they would do I wish they'd be a bit more formatted or at least patterned. I don't know what the right word is to use with like movie villains, because they all seem to have a crew. You know, you could have like a 13, 14, and 15 unit. You can have a Super 13 unit. You can have a Transforming 13 unit. And you can pretty much do that with almost every, or at least a majority of the movie villains. You know, with Cooler, you can have Cooler and his army. You can have a Transforming Cooler, and you can just have a Final Form Cooler. You can do that with Lord Slug. You can have Slug with his crew. You can have a Transforming Slug, and then you can just have like a giant form. You could probably even do a little bit more with Slug, to be perfectly honest. I guess I'm interested to know whether the community thinks that this is themed towards 21. I personally don't think it is. I mean, the corresponding the corresponding period last year in Dokkan, morning struck Stutch. Sorry, pardon me, I read that wrong. The corresponding period of Dokkan last year was Yamcha leading into LR5 guys, or the LR STR Super Saiyan Goku, as you mentioned there. Speaking of hype, what do you think of the Legends possibly having a Bardock and Super Saiyan Goku unit? That's cool. I like those. I kind of wish that was what we were maybe getting now, even. To keep the crossover. I mean, whether everyone's sick of crossover, I'm not sure. But and to go back to what I was saying about the same period last year in Dokkan, it's like everyone's like, yeah, but it was themed towards the Battlefield LR. Yeah, it was, but that still has nothing to do with Yamcha. Like, Battlefield dropping at the same time as Yamcha doesn't mean it's themed to Yamcha. It's just we got to stop expecting everything to be themed for part 1 and 2, and yeah, it's silly in my opinion to have that expectation and to complain when it's not. I mean, look at Easy A's. Outside of major celebrations, things aren't themed really anymore. Not on a consistent basis, at least. So yeah, it's interesting. I think people generally kind of forget that there's a lot of people that are more casual fans of Dokkan. That's why all the Annies post first involves the protagonist in some way. Yeah, I think they learn after that. I mean, I still think the second anniversary was kind of a bit of a testing. I mean, they're always experimenting. They're always testing. Nothing's necessarily set in stone. I know Amatsu said that they've got it up to the 10th anniversary, but I still think they've changed. I think they would have had everything up to the 10th anniversary prior to him coming, and he changed things anyway. So, is the Super Saiyan Trio part of the Hero Celebration or the Fighter Z Celebration? That's what I was kind of just alluding to means. Neither is probably the correct answer to your question. Heroes is done, and it's important to drive the point home, and I try to do this every year, but no one listens. Dragon Ball Heroes campaign is separate from everything. It's separate even from the main timeline. So you know when Amatsu come out and said that the schedules for JP and Global would be synced, Dragon Ball Heroes campaign is not even a part of the schedule. And by that, I mean that no banner leaves, no campaign ends just to make way for Heroes like they usually do. Usually what happens is, you know, the anniversary campaign ends and then the next campaign starts and they come and go with a banner, you know what I mean? Whereas Dragon Ball Heroes doesn't do that. Like the banner left the other day, there was no other banner that came. You know, the campaign ended, no new campaign started. That's what the timeline is. You know what I mean? Like your login campaign, very rarely do two overlap unless there's kind of a special occasion. And then the 21 campaign, I don't know whether they'll call it part 2. Actually, pardon if you can hear the clicks, but I'm just going to check the wiki just to see what the corresponding campaign was last year, just to see if they actually called it part 2 or not, because I wouldn't consider it a part 2. I would consider it just the next campaign. Actually, no, that's not what I want. Oh, Jesus. Campaigns, all campaigns, JP. Sorry, I'll just catch up on that chat. Remember, the Japanese title for the Super 13 movie is literally the 3 Super Saiyans, yeah. Because the categories are determined by the name and everything. Look, honestly, I joked about it a bit on Twitter when they did the teaser yesterday morning. They very well could just do another Super Saiyan Goku. Like, there is a real possibility of that. And thanks to the same corresponding celebration last year where they did the 5, you know, the LR5 guys, or Eradiku, or whatever you want to call him, that theoretically should have been a unit with no categories, because it should have been Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan Trunks, and Piccolo. That should have been the name of the unit. But it wasn't, and it's just a Super Saiyan Goku, which, for better or worse, depending on where you stand. Yeah, remember that, so that the Hero Celebration was put on hold for AGL 21. No, nothing was put on hold. Heroes does its own thing. You got to remember, it is completely off the timeline. Its login campaign and its banner and everything come and go as it pleases. There's never like Heroes doesn't come and go with anything else. Never mind, just the battle of the 3 Super Saiyans. But still, yeah. The main appeal of the movie was seeing Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks using Super Saiyan. Why do you keep the intro on Oh, it's just a force of habit. Sorry, I'm kind of busy talking to the chat. I probably should have turned the intro off. A third Carnival Super Saiyan Goku would be insane. Yeah, it would be. I need to. Sorry, I probably should have. I need to turn that intro off. But yeah, sorry about that. As much as I'm kind of coping for them to be 13 and his goons, look, honestly, it could be like that teaser very well could be like, hey, look, it's coming from this movie, but it's actually the villains. Surprise. Okay, cool. Where are we? What was it was Dragon Ball Heroes and Dokkan. Oh, I need to go all campaigns. Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, so for don't lose the cold. Don't lose the cold. Is this where they were? Where are we? This is the Dokkan. Oh no, that's Surprise Dokkan Festival. Burst Summon. Nothing there. Where is the Carnival banner from last year? I'm looking on the wiki. Part 2, Part 1. This is... okay. So it technically is Part 1 and 2 Yamcha. And then... Wait. No? Where's this Carnival... Where's the Double Rates banner? It's not showing on the celebration. Part 2... Part 2 doesn't have any other banners except for like old... Oh, sorry, like... Yeah, that's weird. And then... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got a feeling that it might not be a Part 2 by name. I got a feeling it might actually be a just a new campaign altogether. Paradise. Apologies about mispronouncing your name if I have. Just stumbled on your channel. Love your layout and that you show defense value in real time. Hope you keep growing. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. We're doing pretty well. Oh no, I don't even need to do that. I've used the boosts. I need to turn off those intros. Yeah. I'm gonna keep pushing. It's a little bit difficult at the moment. There's not a lot going on. And next week will be my final stream of the year, by the way, whilst I have everyone in. It's probably worth mentioning that. The following week... Wait, next week or the week after? Yeah, next week, because the week after is Christmas. So Christmas is in a fortnight. It'll be Christmas morning 2 weeks from now. So next week will be the final stream of the year. I fly out next Friday, so the 22nd. I'll still be trying to do content while I'm away. Keep that in mind. So yeah, it'll all come down to how much time I have. But because I'm up home with the family and everything, it may be a little bit tricky. But I've got about 10 days away, so it's designed so that we can relax a little bit. And I wouldn't mind getting content out. If I do pull, it's just going to be tricky because I don't... Look, I'm not monetized, peek behind the curtain. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, so until I'm kind of making a little bit of money, it's hard for me to justify doing too much summoning. I'm trying to save where I can. I'm almost at 100 stones. I'll probably put them into the double rates. I feel like it's probably wise to do that. Whether it's the Super Saiyans, whether it's the villains, is there any other theories, by the way, guys? My guess is that the Super Saiyan trio will barely have any categories. Well, let's have a look before we get stuck into this. While we've got it, like Goku and Vegeta, for example. I mean, they're Angel. Let's see if we've got a better example. Let's see what they've got, just for the hell of it. Kamehameha is a maybe. Super Saiyans is probably going to be their leader. Joined Forces, Movie Heroes. So I'm going to count the ones that I'm pretty sure will be. So Movie Heroes, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha. Final Trump card, if I would imagine, Final Trump card will be because of the Spirit Bomb. Connected Hope for probably the same reason, maybe. Where's Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku? Have I got him in here? Yeah, I do. Let's start with him. He's on Connected Hope as well. So yeah, I'd probably have those first 6 categories except for Goku's. Oh no, wait. So Movie Hero, Super Saiyans, Final Trump card, Connected Hope, Accelerated Battle will probably be there. Bond of Parent and Child will probably be there as well. So that's the 6th category. Power of Wishes will be... Oh, mate, if they're on Power of Wishes, that category is crazy, by the way. Every buff that gets, especially if it's going to be like a major buff, very, very good. So that's like 7 categories. But, I mean, that's not to say there won't be other things. What do they got? Because they're kind of like a joined forces, pure and hybrids. Yeah, see, they don't have too many either. Everything we've kind of predicted. Kamehameha is a bit of a maybe. What about these guys? Powerful Comeback and All Out Struggle is a maybe as well. Oh, do you fly out to be close with your family for Christmas and the New Year? Yes, I do. When I started streaming and everything... Oh, wait, no. Just before I started streaming, I was living up in the same town. That's where I grew up. I think I mentioned it a few times that I relocated with my partner away from that town to a new... My partner wanted to move away and just kind of explore a little bit. So that's what we're doing currently. But it's still in the same state, though it's a massive state in Australia. But yeah, we need to fly up there. It's only like a 2-hour flight. It's fine. But yeah. And Christmas... Look, I'll try and... I don't know if I'll be able to stream over Christmas, but I am aiming to do... Well, I've got the Dokkan Awards, by the way. After this LR comes out, I'm probably going to try and release a video with showing all the units that are eligible for the Dokkan Awards. I don't know if any of you saw my tweet. I'm going to call it a tweet or a post. Where are we? It was kind of about a week ago. Yeah, this one here. So we're going to do the Dokkan Awards. So I'll probably do a video a week before we do the awards. Yeah, I need to do a vote. Do any of you... I don't know if... Well, yeah. Well, what I'm going to do... pardon me. Yeah, I don't know how to set up a vote. I really want to set up a vote. I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah, that's someone's post in the timeline of the Goku Black. That's Thad, who loves that shit. So where is Discord? Slaybix is getting in on it. So I'll bring up those DMs. I hope he doesn't mind. We don't really talk about anything necessarily private or anything. Where is my messages? Where's Slaybix? Here he is. So I sent them to him. So that's how it's going to look. So each award will have like their own like page, and the little squares there behind each award, they're transparent, so you can put like your chosen thing. So my current setup is so that you can all do your own awards, if that makes sense, as opposed to voting. But I do need to set up a vote, so I'm not sure how to... But you can only see the thing with polls on YouTube and Twitter is that Google Forms is good. Okay, I'll consider that. I don't know if you noticed, but the Raditz Awards, speaking of that, so I'm trying to catch up with the chat, but I don't know if you noticed the Raditz Award, but there's a big poo there. I couldn't help myself but put that in. Where are we? Artificial life forms. Oh, actually, no, we'll go Team Bardock first. So Google Forms. Yeah, the Twitter and the YouTube polls only allow like a limited thing. Google Forms requires email. Okay, so yeah, but YouTube and Twitter like limit you to 5 or 4 options kind of thing. So it's kind of annoying in that sense. But we'll just run this. This should be easy enough. Yeah, Raditz is the biggest piece of shit award. But yeah, I guess when I started doing, like, setting it all up, oh, really? You're going to lock me, you prick? It doesn't really matter, but still, that's annoying. Yeah, my theory was so that everyone could do their own awards in a way that they could kind of discuss it with one another. But I would like to do a community vote. So, well, what I want to do is almost like a tier list kind of thing. Well, that's maybe what I'll do. Maybe I'll try and... I don't know if any of you are able to at the moment, But can you jump on the tier list site? Has anyone got like a tier list with all the 2023 units already loaded into it? And is there an ability for me to like copy or kind of duplicate that entire setup and then change the category? So like instead of it being a tier list, so to speak, I can just change it to being 7 tiers and then make each tier an award, and then you can drag the 3 winners into that kind of thing. That's maybe the best way to go about it for everyone. I'm not sure. It's hard. It's very hard. I don't want you to go out of your way, mate. Like that's what I was saying. If you can see one that's kind of like already pre-made, that would be good. But we'll see how we go. For me, it was more about everyone doing their own awards. Like I think that's kind of the more interesting thing to me. Like just discussing what everyone thinks for themselves as opposed to what the community thinks. But the more I say it, I would like to see what the total. There's 3 winners: the first, second, and third. So like I'll show you. Like as you can see, there's a first, second, and third. That's basically it's as simple as that. Like it's not more complicated than that or anything. Let me just do this, and all. So okay, so the qualifying criteria is basically as long as they released in 2023. The exception to that will be it'll be from Gohan and Piccolo, which are technically 2022 units. They came out on like the 29th of December last year. But because we won't be able to qualify this year's New Year's units, I want to include Gohan and Piccolo because they are conversational worthy enough that I want to include them. But then obviously we'll include the upcoming New Year's units next year, if that makes sense. So I think the final, I guess the cutoff will be the upcoming LR and the EZA that comes with it. That's what I'm going to cut it. Like this next campaign is the cutoff. Yes. The upcoming units, basically. So the upcoming Carnival LR and any EZAs that come with its campaign will be the cutoff. That's what I'm going to do. What are we? We're doing artificial life forms and wicked bloodline. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we bring him. I mean, he's not going to be useful. Actually, no. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. I think you need to be there. I think you're a better leader. Yeah. Let's just do the metal coolers. Jesus, we got no HP. I like bread. Do you like bread? I like bread too. How are you, mate? Welcome, by the way. Welcome. We were just talking. I'm just kind of grinding Battlefield here. We were just talking. There is going to be the Dokkan Awards. Let me just quickly bring up my post again, if possible. So later in the month, we're just waiting for the next campaign to start. The Dokkan Awards, just to kind of give you the rundown. I'm actually kind of surprised how many people misunderstood how this works. The unit on the trophy is like the representation of the award, not a winner of the award. Like, consider it would be like the previous, a winner of a previous year. It's just like how sports do it, you know what I mean? Like, the MVP award each year is named after a former legend. So, STR Gogeta is obviously just the MVP overall. AGLK on Caulifla, LR of the year. Tech Gohan award for TUR of the year. Tech Goku award for EZA of the year. LR AGL Gohan for leader skill of the year. The Blue Fusions award for animations of the year. And the Raditz award for piece of shit of the year. That's what we'll be doing. Just downloaded the game today. Well, awesome, man. How are you liking it? Do you need any tips, any advice? What are you thinking? Well, actually, a good piece of advice would be just grind up some free-to-play units. Don't stress too much. I would probably save your stones. Side units count. Yeah, if you want to look, obviously side units don't count for LRs. But hey, look, yeah, if you want to, it's your awards. Um, yeah, so anything counts really. Like even easy A's. If you want to put like a world tournament easy A in there, there's no reason that doesn't count. It's entirely up to you. I mean, I don't see them winning, but hey, if to you, it's the most valuable in some regard, then for sure. Um, just trying to think. Well, I mean, look at Tech Vegeta, the my Bulma Vegeta from Saiyan Day. Very, very good side banner unit. Again, I don't necessarily consider him to be a top three in any of those categories, but right in STR Krillin, he's a very good unit, by the way. Speaking of banner units, yeah, really, really good units. I love that Krillin. It's a shame he supports World Tournament instead of Earthbred Fighters. That would have been really cool. Alright, so let's go Physical Super. No, let's not. Let's go Physical Extreme. Sorry, just finishing off my coffee here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That cooler might be good for a revive. I think this year generally has been good for side units and free to plays. Well, yeah. Who have we got? Who was the banner unit for Piccolo? Piccolo Junior. Oh, TN. Fuck yeah, TN was good. I love that TN. I think he's actually Mr. I Like Bread. If you pull that physical TN, what link will he have? That I mean, he'll have Fierce Battle. This guy here, this TN, I think he's a really good starter unit for an account. Like that ability to do like 5 super attacks. What we got here? Are we not going to be able to super attack unless we put a Mega or Boo? Shocking Speed, Big Bad Boss. Yeah, that's how we got to do it. Physical TN, I think it's time for a new tape. Oh, I agree. Without a doubt. I've been calling for a Tapion for yonks, man. It was over a year ago. When I was doing, it was during a period before, was it before? Yeah, I think it would have been just around the anniversary, the 7th anniversary on Global last year. I was really kind of in a strange spot for my content on my channel, and I was trying to experiment with a few different things because, as you may be able to tell if you're used to my content, many of you are, I like to be really unique. I like to do things that not many people do. And I know this is not necessarily totally unique to me, but I was trying to do concepts, and Tapion was one. I did a Dokkan Fest Tapion with a Bannet unit, Minatio, or is it Minato, or however you say his little brother's name. I think that would be really cool, and I think an LR Hirudegan Part 2 would be cool as well. Free-to-play wise, Tech Jackie Chun is really good. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really used or even looked at what any of those Super Strike units do. I just have no use for them, though. Obviously, that's going to be quite for someone like Mr. I Like Bread up there, or Miss I Like Bread, however you identify yourself. That's a good kind of little piece of advice. The Super Strike units are really good to farm up. Little Truth junior side unit. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. So what do we got? We go Int Extreme. So what do you like now? You're 100%. Okay. So bro, that clip of Cell from our last stream going absolutely berserk was so fun. Let's go the Saiyans here. No, I'll leave the Future Saga ones. Cool is good enough. He's fine. Where are we at? Not tired. You've DM'd me. I just checked that. Create a tier list. Okay, cool. So this looks like it's the JP tier list. Cool. Who are we rocking here? We probably want to do it like that, do we? Or You know, I like this Garlic Jr. quite a bit. His EZA will be really, really good. Okay, so who have we got? We got... Oh, that's every unit in that tier list. That's just the Dokkanfest tier list in LR. So probably not what we want. Let's just have a look. Dokkan. I just searched Dokkan. I'm running things in the background, sorry, in case I'm missing the chat. Is there a 2023? Probably not. Shit, there's some tier lists. Bloody hell. Oh yeah, Dokkan Festival and Carnival up to AGL 21. Oh, it's everything up to 2021. It's not just 2023. Yeah, so I want a 2023. It doesn't look like that exists quite yet. Yeah, okay, that's all right. We'll work it out. I'll have a look. Sorry, I'm just linking someone an asset. Good for that. And yeah, sorry, in a DM, Celtic Link actually just wanted that asset from with the Super Saiyans that I put in my thumbnail. Alan's I muted him yonks ago. He's not someone I enjoy listening or seeing. He's just so argumentative for no good reason. Do you want me to make one? Oh yeah, we'll discuss it more in the Discord, dude. Like, I'll never ask any of you to go out of your way to help me, but if you want to, obviously you're welcome to. So you called Minosha Minato, and someone jokingly called... Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because Minato, the creator, gets a little bit of stick for being a bit of a Truth Junior. Look, Alan and Vector can do their thing. I just don't enjoy that kind of discourse personally. That's why I mute it. I don't block them or anything. I just mute it because that's not the kind of discourse I enjoy seeing on my timeline. Though, look, if it's your thing, by all means. I'm not trying to say that they're doing the wrong thing or anything like that. Just from what I enjoy, it's just a little bit too negative almost, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just kind of like to keep my timeline a little bit more peaceful. All right, so what are we at now? We got a AGL, so Tech Extreme. I'm going to try and keep Future available if I can. Are you... You're not a mono. Okay, you're a dual category. That makes sense. You're a mono? No, you're not. Okay, well, that'll do. You reckon we can do it with a Cyberman? I reckon we can. Yeah, Tide, I have to apologise as well. Sorry we're not doing Pokemon. Yeah, I went away for the weekend. Drove out to Toowoomba, which is like a 3.5 hour drive one way, to my partner's family, who just moved there. We did like a mini Christmas, because obviously we're flying up home and everything. Oh, we need that Big Bad Boss's link. Freezer's not going to get a super attack unless he additionals. That's going to be tough. So yeah, I didn't have time to like set up a stream kind of overlay for Pokemon MMO or Poke MMO, whatever you want to call it. I actually haven't played it in a few days. I'm kind of I'm like not research. Well, yeah, researching is probably the right word. I'm kind of at a point where I'm trying to breed. It's annoying. I was kind of hoping that, look, they've done a fantastic job. I have to admit, like, they've made a really, really interesting. They've basically made the game that I wish existed. I'll be perfectly honest. Like, in terms of a reality. Oh, we can just do that, and then Janemba's next turn anyway. Cool. I'm gonna do that. Janemba will get his support next turn with those STR orbs. And I'll do that as well. So the MMO is so you're up to gym 5 on Honan. So I'm up to I did the first 4 gyms of Kanto, which then allows you to travel between gens. But what I didn't realize is yeah, the physical special split is there. It's up to Gen 5, by the way. It is up to Gen 5. So they kind of technically reset. What they do is actually a really cool thing where they level cap your Pokemon instead of like being having it being your Pokemon obey or disobey you at a certain, without a certain badge or whatever it might be. Actually, I'm gonna do this. So I want Sin there to get all those orbs. What they do is instead they just stop you from leveling up. So I think after the first or second gym, it's like 24. Like it's a really good balancing thing. And so when you go from one region to the next, what they do is put all your Pokemon in the box, basically start you again with the level cap of having no badges or one badge or whatever it might be present for the start of that region. It's hard to explain, but that's how they do it. Jesus, Gohan's just dodging us. In my blind run of Johto, Soul Silver Kid, I did the Ice Gym before fighting in Steel. Yeah, I love Johto. That's my Gen 2 is my thing, which isn't open world, but it's a choice. It's choose your own adventure almost. Yeah, because you can do the island one, which is the fighting late. You can do Jasmine, who is was it Chuck on the island who's fighting Jasmine, who's Steel, and then Jesus, what's his name? The old boy with the pillar swine. I've forgotten his name. Oh, Broly wants to have a shot. Well, we may as well do this. Also, I messed up so much because I didn't get a fighting move on my Torchic. You'll be fine. I've also noticed that they're pretty good with changing how the Pokemon learn moves and stuff. Price, that's the man. That's the guy I'm thinking of. I'm going to sneeze in a second. Sorry, I'm just going to mute this mic. Oh, pardon me. So I probably should put do not display on. Oh, look out, the dodge. 6 mil. I can't wait till this guy EZAs. I saw something mentioned the other day that this guy is the second oldest LR to not have an EZA. Price scared me as a kid. First gym leader that wasn't Whitney that took me a while. Whitney was a pain in the ass, I agree. That rollout on that Miltank, yeah man. You were for Alligator and Ice First Water is kind of a stalemate. Well, I'm a very dragon-centric trainer. I mean, obviously it's difficult to get a full dragon team in Gen 2. But yeah, Ice gave me a bit of a hard time, though I was classically a bit of a fire starter. Typhlosion and Charizard are kind of ones that I enjoy starting with. So I did have a good old Typhlosion at that point to kind of work with. Who are we running here? We could technically do like a hybrid Saiyan, but I don't think that'll work. What are you? You're final trump card, aren't you? Well, I'm just going to go, because the only person that won't fall under his leader skill is Vegito there, who we can bring anyway if we wanted, because he's going to have that much damage reduction. You're a mono leader, aren't you? 100%. And you're 120, so we're going to use you. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whitney is hard due to the lack of fighting types, really. Your best option would be a female... Why female Geodude? Oh, for the attract. Yeah, it's attract, isn't it? She uses. Just trying to work this out. That should be fine. I'll bring that down. Yeah, that worked the way I wanted it to. It's not quite the additional for the Gogeta at the end there. Yeah, I miss mono leaders as well. I was really hoping that during the worldwide celebration, when they did the super and extreme class 150, I was hoping they'd do 150 or even 170 mono on the as a secondary for the carnivals. So like future Gohan would be a 150 to STR or super STR for that matter, and then Trunks could have been, you know, 150 or even 170 for super class physical or even just physical. I would have gone not even the class. I don't think. I think that would have been. You would do the class if it was 170, or you would just do flat if it was 150. I reckon. Um, I would have really liked that. I think it would have been a really good option. I mean, imagine future Gohan leading Bulma. Crazy. In my mono poison run of Soul Silver, like that, so I had to use toxic spikes to force the mill tank to eat the lumberry and then hope for poisoning RNG. Yeah, there's a lot of RNG involved with those kind of tactics. There's, well, actually, I'll just use this. Bang. Who we got? Okay, so I'm gonna put Goku first, actually. That way we get God Goku's 6 orbs and a little bit of healing. I don't know if we're gonna take too much. I don't know if we'll die here. I don't think so. This will be interesting. Mr. Bob 490, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. I could see us getting a 170 monotypes at some point soon. Yeah, I feel like it was a missed opportunity, even if we do get it soon. Like, let's say, hypothetically, these Super Saiyans that we're getting for the Carnival LR in a couple of days, if it is them, of course, even if they get the mono leader that I was kind of talking about, that would have been good for the worldwide celebration carnivals, it's still a missed opportunity not to have put it on the carnivals, given that they were kind of the part 2 to the ones that had the super class and extreme class leaders. But yeah, I would like to get that. Welcome to the stream, as I mentioned, Mr. Bob, by the way. How are you? I don't think I've seen you in here before. What is your story? Where are you from? How long have you been playing Dokkan, etc.? Any alternative theories to what the little color teaser picture thing that Dokkan put out yesterday? Played Gen 1 and 3 the most. Yeah, Gen 2 I played the most, especially because I think Gen 2 always appealed to me more for 2 reasons. A, that you can go backwards you can return to Kanto. That to me is enormous. Like, that's such a big deal to me, gameplay wise. And then also Kingdra is my like signature Pokemon. That's something that I there's 2 things that I wish they would do in Poke MMO. One is that I wish they would allow like a strict PvE server, so you can't do PvP, where you can kind of get like I don't know if you know what Pokegen is, or, you know, where you can kind of edit the Pokemon, choose their nature, you can give them like any ability, you can give them any attack. I used to do that on my handheld things, because I had a little device where you plug the game cartridge in and you can edit it through your computer. I used to do 2 Dragonairs, a shiny and a normal, so a pink one and a blue one. And I used to kind of do like a mini Gen 3 legendary kind of show on them. So like the pink Dragonair would have Drought, and it'd be kind of a fire orientated one. So I'd give it like, but I'd also give it Solar Beam, because obviously that doesn't need a charge up when Drought's on. And then on the opposite side, I give Thunder to the blue Dragonair, who would have Rainy, what is it? Drizzle? Bro had a Game Genie, Game Shark. Yeah, I think it was Game Shark or something like that. I wish they would allow you to do that in the Poke MMO. Obviously not in PvP, or even have a PvP server if you wanted to, because what's the online... Oh, so there is a PvP version of Pokemon that allows kind of like any rules goes. Mr. Bob, I started on global just before the 5th anniversary. I saw your channel from the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito showcase and really liked your style. I think it's almost certainly the Super Saiyan trio. Thank you, mate. I appreciate your compliment to my content. But yeah, I think it's a Super Saiyan Trio as well. Although I'm not particularly hyped for them myself. Okay, who would you have preferred? Any possibility on the table? Who would you have preferred? I like to know what people would have been looking forward to otherwise. You're handy. I like you. Yeah, let's do that. Golden Frieza. The other Golden Frieza might be good. I'm pretty sure you can trade in Pokemon and MMO. You definitely can actually. There's a global link system, and I've actually bought a couple of Pokemon. I bought a Horsey because I'm not going to muck around waiting to fish for one. Like that's kind of late game, and I didn't want to bother with that. What's our defense? Not good enough. I'm going to do this actually. Yes, we got 3 orbs there. We'll have 3 orbs there. Our orb situation is not great at the moment. Actually, that's probably a better way to start it. I'm a massive Broly fan. So we sat here waiting for a Super Broly. I like the... Look, maybe it's my theory, maybe it's not. Dragon Ball Super Broly for New Year's, I think is... It's really time. I can't believe we haven't got more representation. I mean, obviously a bit of anniversary love, but the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie was the first thing Dragon Ball related I watched. Wow. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Because that's very modern. So that's an interesting entry point to the series. Especially if you're kind of a little bit older. But when I say older, I mean I'm not old anyway, but obviously I've been watching it since I was a kid. I'd imagine you'd kind of have to, since if you want to grind everything, you need to trade. I know there were certain games that changed the requirements for certain trade evolutions, so I don't think it's necessarily... You're 21, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Interesting that Broly was your first entry point, but that's cool nonetheless. No. There is a global trade system, and actually they've made a good use of combining the global trade system. They've connected it to the money. Like you literally win money. Like the money you win from gym leaders and trainers and stuff is used on the global trade system to buy other people's Pokemons that they put up and stuff like that. Yeah, you kind of needed a real life sibling if you wanted to. If you wanted to use a link cable, and you had to have parents that were good enough to buy you both Game Boys, or you had to have mates at school. I remember going over like sleepovers at mates and play dates or whatever it might have been when I was like 7 or 8. And I remember actually I went to a mate's house, and the entire purpose basically was I had silver, he had gold, and our purpose, because I don't know if you know, but in the old Silver and Gold, you could clone Pokemon. It was a glitch, but because it's a game cartridge, they can't patch the glitch, where you can reset the game as it's saving after depositing your Pokemon, and when you turn it back on, the Pokemon is both in your party and in the box, so you basically cloned it. And because you can hold items as well, it was a good way to sort of clone rare candies also. But we spent the entire time of our sleepover basically starting again. Like one of us would start again, and we would clone all the starters so that by the time the sleepover was over, we had all 3 starters ready to go on a new save. I meant later games have a thing called link cable that you can give to Pokemon to do trade evolutions. Do they really? I didn't know that. My friend got me into it after years of talking to me about Dragon Ball, especially when the Tournament of Power was wrapping up on the anime. Okay, cool. Fair enough. That's cool. Tournament of Power was pretty hype. Also, yeah, starting at Broly, if you're newer, fan makes sense that the first... Oh, yeah, also, yeah, on the big screen. I didn't think of that. I mean, introduction of Dragon Ball was... Your introduction to Dragon Ball was the Goku vs. Superman Death Battle. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, buddy. I've never watched any of them. I don't care to be perfectly honest. Just there is a level of, I don't know. It incites arguments too readily, if that makes sense. So I'm not kind of into that. But I mean, look, more power to everyone that is. Sounds like you had a good memory with Pokemon. Oh, dude, like my brother had the game as well, so we had a good um, like a lot of friends had Pokemon as well. So yeah, had a good little setup going on. Okay, what do we got? We got Mono here, don't we? So one, I guess the other one would be this guy. Yeah, 120. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like you. I like you. Yamcha can come. You're fun, and Future Gohan. I mean, I enjoyed 3. Yeah, I kind of stopped. I don't think I had any Pokemon games after Gen 2 until I was like an adult, and because I never had a DS or a game. I never had a Game Boy Advance. My brother did. Um, yeah, I never had a Game Boy Advance. Bang. I'll do that. Yeah, that. I don't really. Oh, well, they're not going to do anything at the end, and they don't stack anyway. 1 and 2 in hindsight stinks a bit even more, though they predicted some stuff. Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken, like 7 years before Heroes doing that. I meant the death. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. How do I feel about 2023 Dokkan? That's a good question actually. Maybe I should do that as a video, because I mentioned before that I'll be away over the Christmas period, so content might be a bit tricky. So I might even answer that question in a full video. Obviously, I'll answer it for you now as well. But I think it's been good. It's been a bit chaotic, but I mean, every year has. I don't know. It's hard to kind of explain, I guess, but I've enjoyed it. I think we've had some very good releases. I think we've settled into, and I think it's a good kind of trend, almost, where majority of the standalone Dokkanfest TURs are outside picks, for lack of a better term, or something that's not necessarily super hype or unexpected or whatever that might be, which I think is a good thing. I think your 21s, your Vidells, your Yamchas. I think they're good picks. Even your transforming. I personally think the fusing Super 17 unit could have been the LR, but I mean, I digress. But yeah, I'd like to see like a Dokkanfest Hercule as a standalone Dokkanfest would be cool. Tapion, as we were talking about earlier as well. And that's the end of Super Boo. That was pretty easy. Yeah, I think 2023 has been good. All the major celebrations have been quite good as well. The sync is just around the corner. I'd say we are probably going into the anniversary together. I'm pretty confident of that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that if we can tee it up. Again, it's just finding time. Unfortunately, so I'll catch up with the chat. Tide says, so I found Dragon Ball because a guy called Pat Mac was talking about Italian anime openings, and then I found the GT ones. After that, I downloaded Legends and played it before watching the anime. You played Legends before the anime? Interesting. I've mentioned before, but I played the very first closed beta test for Dragon Ball Legends. So I was technically one of the first 1,000 people in the world to actually even see what Legends was. You could possibly feature other YouTubers to hear their opinions. That's what I wouldn't mind doing. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try and tee that up over the next few weeks. Well, I mean, I've got 10 days before I fly out, basically. So if I can maybe get a 5-minute, I might even just ask them to record something and send it to me. Maybe that's probably the better way to go. Because being in Australia, my time zones do not line up, especially when a majority of people are in America. It just doesn't work very well. All right, let's try the Superclass STR. Actually, I'm going to try and be a little bit chaotic here. I'm going to go Power of Wishes because I've got both the leaders and Bulma. We got Piccolo ready to go. We don't have much else in terms of STR, so I think we might get pummeled. Actually, you're probably necessary. I'll throw... Actually, Let's try the Zamasus in there as well. I wouldn't hold your breath too much with syncing for the anniversary. It would be nice, but I heavily doubt it. Look, it's fine. I think there is equal cause to doubt as there is to expect it, if that makes sense. I'm going to do it like this, actually. Because we've got the others Zamasu coming and transforming next turn, so I think that's the way to go. Look, why would they have announced a sync like at the worldwide celebration if they didn't want the next anniversary to be shared? Like, otherwise, if they were like, that means that at the next major celebration that it's possible to kind of sync up would be the worldwide celebration of 2024, which is already kind of shared anyway. I don't like, why bother? Just keep it a secret and just slowly match us up and then announce it when, like, let's say their plan was the 2024 worldwide celebration. Why would they not just go, all right, we're just going to slowly chip away like they've done with us now, and then go, oh, by the way, everything's shared, everything's even. We're not going to split anything up anymore. It's I don't know, it's weird. In my opinion, they've taken too long. They probably should have just gone, hey, look, we're syncing the schedules during the Worldwide Celebration 2023. Oh yeah, Dokkan does make some weird ass decisions. I 100% remember that. Yeah, not doubting that by any stretch. Actually, this is probably the way to go. There. Yeah, that's worked perfectly for us, actually. Look at the links here is going to be pretty good. Bang. Bang. This is actually really good this turn. And you'll get that. I mean, that's kind of common with gushes. They're basically advertisements. Like, I'm pretty sure popularity of Fate now mainly is from... Well, yeah, and honestly, you could probably argue Dragon Ball isn't dissimilar to that. I mean, their games generate probably a majority of their income other than merch. They don't really have too many kind of ongoing animes or anything. I'm not a Fate fan. I loved... so I don't know, but if Grand Order not existing would mean that Fate would be known as overall niche series. I loved the Fate anime. I really did. Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night. That's all I've really watched. But because Dokkan is a cash cow for Bandai, that's it. Dokkan would require a lot to lose money. Yeah, it'd have to really fall from grace. Animation is cheap in Japan. Plus, I'm pretty sure earlier this year, Dokkan was the second or first gasher with the highest revenue. Yeah, if it's not first or second, I'd be highly surprised. Who is my best unit in the game? I'm not gonna. I'll be perfectly honest, mate. I'm not gonna answer that only because I think you're a little bit late to the chat. But I have the Dokkan Awards coming out. Why did it just reset that? I'm gonna do a Dokkan Awards show on my channel. In about a week or two. And obviously the STR Gogeta Award is the most valuable unit of the year. You'd imagine that is my pick for best unit in the game. I don't think any pre-2023 units will take that title. So yeah, if you don't mind, I'm going to kind of go no spoilers for that kind of question, if that's okay. But yeah, I'm very... Oh shit. The mic shouldn't be gone. Oh, the mic's back? Yeah, okay, sorry. Sorry, I didn't really realise. What the fuck happened then? Sorry, I don't even know where that went wrong. I'm going to start from... I'm sure well, Mr. Bob replied to me saying I'm not going to answer that question, but so I'll start with Tide there. Speaking of games, Sparking Zero, yeah, dude, looks gorgeous. I cannot wait. I will be running that on my channel 100%. I do apologise for the mic dropping out. That's weird. I've never had that happen before. Sounds a wee bit different. Of course it bloody does. Properties. Oh, that's... Okay, so what's happened is the mic is now my laptop mic, not my actual microphone, because that has disconnected. How? That is this one. Why is that? The blue snowball has shit itself, though the light is on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Technical difficulties. Come on. I don't know why it's done this. Alright, I'm going to disconnect everything really quick so the mic and... Oh no, the mic will probably stay. The images will drop out. But I've got a hub because I run everything through my laptop, obviously. Let's just try this again. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Oh, god damn it. How did this happen? Like, I don't even touch anything. I've got everything set up so I don't even touch it. My computer is bloody hot though. I'm going to put it on a sit up a little bit so it might be overheating or something. Well, that's our first... Jesus, what the fuck? This isn't even turning on now. Oh yeah, the mic, there you go. Properties. Yeah, the blue snowball is not even showing up. The Elgato is not even turning on. I think has the hub shit itself? God damn it. Why is this happening? Oh wait, Elgato looks like it's doing something. Mic, I still don't have... the ability to connect the snowball even though it reckons it's on. Is the Elgato gonna... What's this video capture device doing? Okay, we've got the gameplay maybe. Gameplay's here. I don't know what happened to the mic. It's full, just died proper. Default Elgato sound system capture. I need to check why Bluetooth and devices. USB devices. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Maybe I should restart the stream. It's not even worth me doing that, to be honest. So yeah, the blue snowball is like lighting up. Though it's not showing up on my stream settings, which is weird. And the Elgato is just taking its sweet time. Is the mic volume alright now that it's not the... Jesus. And then it's weird, when the Elgato reconnects, it kind of reconnects differently. It's strange. Yeah, I do need to restart the entire laptop, I'd imagine. Let me just go sound systems. Output. Add device. Can I add a device? No, it's not Bluetooth. Input. Pair a new device. I shouldn't need to pair it. It's just a blue snowball. Like, this is plug and play. How does a blue snowball shit itself like this? Like, the light is on. God damn it. All right. Well, any requests for runs here? I need to collect my Oh, by the way, it's probably worth advising that if you want to get the final memories for Chain Battle, to make sure you do it after login straight away, because it resets within like 6 hours of login. You won't get the full 24 hours. Sound devices, input devices, it's just not there. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. I apologize for the quality dipping, but it doesn't like it. Just does not like it. Oh, I do apologize, guys, but that's... Oh, for fuck's sake, now the cord's gone. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, what's... They've got a little notification on the profile there as well now. Sorry, let me catch up on the chat because we've had a bit of technical difficulties. I'll maybe go a little bit close. I don't even know where the mic is on my laptop. What the? It's not a big deal. Okay, cool. I went to see who is. I want to see who's making the Bandai the most money, and as the list goes, one, some Japanese game I can't read. 2, Dragon Ball Legends, surprisingly. 3, One Piece Treasure Cruise. 4, Dokkan Battle, not above Legends. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Though, yes and no surprising, I guess. But and it doesn't recognize its part. Mic volume is fine, not a big deal. The stream is just nice. This stream is nice to chat in. Cool. I'm glad you enjoy yourself, mate. Stay night, as in. Yeah, I hope I see you more, Mr. Bob. We have a good little crew in here. Between Tide, Epic, Urban, they're kind of our regulars. Gokon, who was like in the chat before I even started streaming, he drops in every now and then. We do get a couple of other creators like Joe and Link and Rado as well at times. So yeah, Blazer, actually, speak of the devil, he's a regular. How are you, mate? Right on time, right as I was about to mention it. One of my favourite stages is Zamasu here. Any requests, by the way? Yeah, to answer your question, Urban, Stay Night is an anime, not a game, no. Fate Stay Night is the prequel to Fate Zero, I believe. So I would watch Fate Zero first. Would highly recommend, by the way. This is Zamasu, not... So yeah, any requests for teams that you might want to see run on stream? Events even? GT Heroes. Shit, okay. Well, if we're running GT Heroes, I'd say almost certainly that it's not in total, that it might be for the year that the article was written. Face Day Nights are, I mean, they all would have been visual novels or mangas or whatever first. Fate Stay Night is, oh, probably had a game as well. It is a visual novel. It then released as an adult game in 2004. But then it's also I'm sure it's, yeah, it's an anime as well. Yeah, watch Fate Stay Night. Was it a bit raunchy, was it, the Fate Stay Night adult game or something? The actual show, it's really cool. Like, I don't think it gets. I think the only adult features of it. Um, yeah, so if we're going to go GT Heroes, is margin power that strong now to fights in general? No, it's not. No, absolutely not. Um, I mean, we can try that actually, but until we get an easy A for physical LR Boo tanks, the transforming one for the Worldwide Celebration, which might be around the corner actually. Yeah, that team is not quite there. Yeah, Stay Night started as a not safe for work game, but then the series somehow. Yeah, that's weird that a series of the same title would become like safe for work. You know what I mean? Knowing that they'd search, like the search would bring up other stuff. That's weird. I honestly didn't know that because I started with Fate Zero, which I think is the first one. Yeah, it's a really good series, and I think I started watching. Well, what anime order? Um, oh, they what's Heaven's Feel? Huh, huh. Okay, there's a fair bit to watch there. Yeah, right. Um, sorry, let me catch up. Yeah, I was told about certain stuff, and the game has some wild stuff. Yeah, I'm not into the not safe for work stuff personally, but I'm doing okay just as long as I don't take too much time on a lawn I'm about to do in half an hour or so. Mate, that's my job. I'm a gardener slash lawnmower. So yeah, I know what that's like. It can really drain you if it's a hot day. Not saying it here, but I don't want to, since I don't want to get banned. I mean, I don't. Can you get banned from the chat by YouTube themselves? Like, I don't care what you say. I'm not going to ban you. Um, but I don't know if YouTube can retrospectively ban you or whatever. What would be the hypest thing they could release right now? It doesn't have to be realistic. The hypest thing they could probably release, because speaking of GT Heroes and the Sin Shenron event, I'm going to do that. Because my favorite unit at the moment, um, pretty much goes without saying, is, if not Limit Breaker Vegito, it is the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. As you can see, that was the last team I used in this event. No, I'm using the team still. This one here. This is actually... no, I won't use this team. But where have we got? We got GT Heroes. And I'm going to ask you a question in just a sec after I... Where's Full Power? Build this team. Who else we running here? So our rotations, I would like to be Limit Breaker Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with the Goku. We'll float the GT duo, and then we need 2 more floaters. Who should we float? I don't know if YouTube has an auto filter. I don't think they would. Yeah, no, okay, so to answer your question, my ideal, it would be a crossover kind of character, but I would like a Vegeta version of this guy. I would like a full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That's what I want. I actually don't know personally with hype stuff. A year ago, it would have been Beast and Orange Piccolo. Yeah, I want a full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to go along with this. Just to do that kind of that mirrored system, I guess, or whatever it might be. I'm going to take Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta because I think he'll be fine. And they're doing regular comments, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's the same for live stream. Oh, okay. I honestly don't know what YouTube's like censorship system is like. I knew Twitch used to be very strict, though I've seen a few clips of people doing some pretty weird shit on Twitch lately. which isn't to my taste. Let's go Gohan, hey? Let's see how he fares against the era of effect attacks. Where are we at with links with him? He's mega powerful Goku here. And we're going to leave it like that. That's fair. I really like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I really hate his design in base personally. Thanks for joining us, Urban. Really appreciate that. I really appreciate you dropping in. You're always here, and yeah, as I said, last stream next week, so hopefully you can join in. If I don't see you then have a good Christmas. But I'm sure I'll probably see you. We need to do it like this. Antonio B, what's up, Greg? Been following for over a year now. I love everything you do for the community, from YouTube to Twitter to Reddit. Your hard work will pay off soon. I appreciate that, mate. I'm not on Reddit anymore. We're kind of a little bit stiff here. Reddit, I've just, when they did their little boycott thing, actually I'm just going to reset this because the key I don't like, and I wanted to try and get the exchange the standby off as soon as possible. Yeah, after they came back from their little hiatus over on the Reddit, the vibe on that subpage really changed, and it's not one that I'm super keen on. I do apologize for not being as present over there, I guess. But I do appreciate it. I'll continue to do everything. Antonio as well, just to kind of keep in theme of what you were talking. We've got the Dokkan Awards coming. I did this graphic, and there will be like individual awards that you can all give out. I'll quickly bring it up again to show you. So in about 10 days, I would imagine. Where are we here? Yeah, in about 10 days, there'll be an image for each award, and you can all give out like your own version or what you think. It's just for 2023 units. Yeah, so that's my next kind of like thing that I'm doing. We've got both Gokus on each rotation here. Oh, sorry, on the first rotation. That's annoying. Beast Chat Hod showing off his impressive amounts of ki. Yeah, he can be a little bit frustrating in that way. We're not going to get the... Have we at least got good ki? I'm going to say yes, actually. That'll do. That will do... No, we need to get them their 20 ki to get the additional. And then you'll go like that. So we've got every link active except for one for everyone. Where are we at? Everyone's at about 240k defense. Obviously, oh god damn it! No. I'm just gonna go back to my home screen so we can actually show the attacks. God damn it! Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. And it's going really slow for some reason. Oh, did I? I think I might have clicked the speed button in my haste. Oh, again, I can't change it now. So we're going to be watching them in like one-time speed. Assuming that in Super Saiyan 4 Goku's thank you banner arrives post-maintenance on Wednesday, I can buy the GT Duo, considering that I pulled Goku off the Dokkan Fest tickets last month. That's a very good idea, man. That GT Duo is crazy good. Oh no, why is it going so slow? My phone overheating? No. I'm just going to reset the app. It actually feels like my phone's wigging out. Hang on, I am going to disconnect the cord here for a second. Oh no, it's sped up there. Okay, now everything's good again. I don't know what the... Mate, we are having some technical difficulties today. Jesus. Yeah, no, I thought it was overheating, but it's not. Now the screen's black. Yeah, normal slow speed until next turn. Everything should be fine. We'll go again. At least we'll get to see the full turn play out now. I wonder how many people unironically play one-time speed and hate to meet that level of... Yeah, it would be weird, huh? I wonder why they... I kind of thought about it, and maybe it is a little bit kind of out of touch, I don't know, but I wonder if it's worth them maybe just like having 2 times speed as the default and showing the animations at 2 times speed, like even on their announcements. I'm not sure. Yeah, like it's weird. Maybe it's just an animation thing that they have to make them at 1 time speed. I don't know. Surely not though. I'm not sure. Alright, did the triple? No. Got the third attack, but it was a normal. That's a shame. Oh well, we'll get one more opportunity to stack with them anyway. The friend is at 9 mil. Obviously, he doesn't get the extra attack because he hasn't hit yet. There's the fast speed. Yeah, I have no idea why that slowed down then, because the device was fine. I didn't knock the speed, but yeah. Who do you think has had a better year between Dokkan and Legends in terms of hype? That's very difficult for me to answer, Antonio. I do apologise because I don't play Legends in any way. I don't pay attention to Legends, and it's not out of any sense of like I just don't play Legends. It's not my type of game. I mentioned earlier that I was actually one of the first 1,000 people in the world to actually see what the game was all about, because I played I got approved or invited, however you want to say it, to the closed beta test. Thanks for jumping in, Blazer. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I keep an eye on Legends, in it from a distant degree, but I don't. Oh, god damn it! Is it going to come back? Sorry. What's happening here? Yeah, see, and it keeps doing this too. I don't know why it keeps resizing itself when it connects. I think that's actually not bad in terms of, yeah, that'll do. So yeah, I don't know everything that's come out, and I certainly don't remember everything that's come out on Legends so far this year. From what I remember in terms of like a general vibe, they've had a very good year, I think. I hope, at least. Like, I do obviously wish Legends the greatest of successes. I'm going to do that so we can get the key for these guys to get their double super. These guys will still get a double super as well. But yeah, I mean, even just trying to think about Dokkan even. I don't think it's been the most hype year for Dokkan. The anniversary was ho-hum. Worldwide Celebration was pretty good though. I find Legends hype really interesting because Legends has everything, has everyone loving the game for 2 weeks, and then everyone starts shitting on it relentlessly because the hype units are cancerous in PvP. It's crazy because people love the cancer, but when units are just solid, they don't talk about it. Like Ginyu 17, Yellow Gohan, etc. Yeah, see, that's probably one of the things I really don't understand very well is the for fuck's sake, the toxicity of units, if that makes sense. I don't. Sorry, the cord is reconnecting, by the way. I don't understand that. Is it going to reconnect or no? Please reconnect. What the fuck is happening? This is just... We're not having a good day. In terms of... Oh, look, and it's resized itself again. I don't understand what's happening. God damn it. Where are we? There. And bring it down a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I don't really know that kind of the whole toxicity thing. Again, because Dokkan doesn't have PvP, it's just not something that I'm familiar with so much. This is actually a pretty good turn. Shocking Speed Fierce Battle is whatever it is. You're at... I think we got the double super with Gohan last turn, by the way. So yeah, Legends is very difficult for me to comment on because I don't want to pretend that I know what I'm talking about when I don't. Um, I see a lot of positivity though. I do see a lot of negativity. I hate the I don't know the corners of each community that are insistent on comparing Dokkan and Legends, especially when it always seems like they choose to compare it when it's a high time for Dokkan and it's a low time for Legends or vice versa. Um, so yeah, that's the sort of thing that I really don't like so much. It'll be the anniversary for one of them, and then like a standard celebration for the other, and like, oh look how much better one is than the other. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not comparing anniversaries here. And even if you were, who cares? Are you having fun? Enjoy it. If you're not, you'll be right. It'll change. It'll sort itself out. I find Legends is best experienced in small doses every now and again. Hey, we have no area of effect attacks. Interesting. So, all right, let's have a look at how much. So 440k defense, 240k defense. We're going to pop this. I probably should have turned on the animations, huh? Oh well. So 400 with you. So they jump by 111k, and yeah, crazy. That'll be fine. We're going to transform with you. Alan Dokkan, my beloved. Yeah, Legends in small doses is probably way. Look, I've given Legends many a chances. Like I said, I played the beta test. I played at launch. I think I played for about 6 months at launch, and then decided that it's not for me. And then I jumped back in after maybe a year off, and then I continued to kind of realize that it wasn't for me, and I was like, look, I'm happy to take this. Ooh, we got a fair bit of damage reduction. 520k defense with 21% damage reduction. It's pretty good. Oops, support goes nuts. Yeah, and the 2-turn nature of it. And look, I wonder if he'll tank this. We only got 3 orbs with him, so what, 30% damage reduction? Yeah. Nearly killed us, but still. We should be fine otherwise. That lowering, it wasn't enough orbs. Oob should have changed a little bit more than just the it should have changed into rainbow and int orbs, like had that like mega orb changing. And here's Gogeta just going off. I love this unit. Boop. Pew. Wishlist units. Yeah, I mentioned before, I mean, it's never going to happen, and the question was before, like, what do you want, whether it's realistic or not? I want a full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to kind of mirror the Goku, the LR. Even if it's a TUR, just a straight full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I'd love. In terms of wish list, I think it's time to do Dragon Ball Super Broly again. I think that's... Ooh, we might be in a bit of trouble here. Sorry, I'm just going to make sure that we don't die. I'll do that, and then I'll do this. I want to try... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to pop this, just in case we do die. Yeah, when orb changing goes wrong, it's kind of funny. But other than that wish list, like Giant 8 Power and Fused Fighters are kind of my 2 favorite categories. So any buffs to that, I'm going to be happy with. Dragon Ball Super Broly needs another celebration, and I hope it's New Year's. I really do. Where else? Beast Gohan does need a unit. I don't think he's going to be the anniversary, personally. I think that's a little bit of cope on behalf of the community. When people say, "Oh, such and such is worthy of the anniversary or is not or whatever," I actually don't think he is. I think he's a bit too experimental for an anniversary. I think they like playing it relatively safe for the anniversary, and I don't think that they're confident in Beast Gohan just yet. I could be wrong about that, and maybe I'm off the mark, but that's where I stand. Look at that, 11 mil. Like, you're just awesome, man. So other than that, wishlist units. What about you guys? What are your wishlist units? Please God, Broly enjoyed his tired of disrespect. Yeah, so I think, what was I going to say? Another wishlist unit. Oh, honestly, if we're going Dragon Ball Super Broly, I would love a good, like a really good Dokkanfest God Vegeta. Even if it's transforming from Super Saiyan. I'd actually prefer just to be God Vegeta, like with an intro. Or even just a turn 3 transformation. But yeah, I'd love a God Vegeta from the Broly movie. Even with a unit super attack. I don't think that's really appropriate for that unit, but I like unit super attacks. It's a feature that I really think Dokkan did a good job of. So we got the we got the exchange here. Well, I'm gonna use this because you need the super attack. Bang. Tide's off. Go get some sleep. Fair enough, mate. Thanks for coming, as always. Next week is the last stream of the year, so make sure you're dropping by for that. It'll probably be just before I do the awards, actually, I'd imagine. So we can talk a lot more about that. And maybe you can all give me your awards and I can go through the awards that you've given out. I'll show them on screen and we can talk about that. You'd like a TUR Freezer and Cell from GT. I think realistically that would be a banner unit, but I do like that a lot, actually. That would be good. That'd be really interesting. That would be great. Redeem the Easy A of God Vegeta. I actually really like that Easy A, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, it's not the best unit in the game, but it can really put in work when you want him to, especially next to that Dokkanfest God Goku. My wishlist unit is an LR Raditz and a revival Gogeta of some sort. Well, a revival Pycon into Gogeta would be kind of cool, I think. I'm not going to get any rainbow orbs if I do this, I don't think. Well, we might as well use this. LR Raditz. Maybe they might do eventually one day an LR Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta for Battlefield or something. But LR Raditz could even be a prime battle. I just don't. They did the Dokkanfest, and I don't know if they enjoyed the feedback of that. To be perfectly honest with you, but we'll see how we go here. I'm hoping that these int orbs or these tech, yeah, we got a little bit of rainbow orbs here, so we'll have a little bit of damage reduction. Our links are looking pretty good. We'll get Kamehameha and Legendary Power for Gohan there after as we collect orbs. And although we didn't get 20 key, we'll still have the chance of an additional because we launched the active skill. I really want a unit that can change type. I don't see them doing that personally, though I'd love to be wrong about that. I just wish he could compare to the Easy A of God Goku at the time. Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. There was very, very much disparity. I mean, look, I named the Easy A award after that God Goku because he was so good. No, I just want a normal, good Raditz. I would too, man. Like, honestly, I want to say he deserves it, but I mean, who deserves what? I don't really know. We're going to finish off here. I think we are. This is a pretty smooth run, all things considered. We did use a revive, but still. Yeah, a good double Sunday Raditz. And the triple super to finish off. Jesus, this Gogeta really puts in work next to this Goku. Very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. There you go. Finished it off nicely. I really want that Omega stage. Really, really want that Omega stage. I honestly, actually, to go back to your question there, Antonio, I'd like more crossover, not even crossover, like if they want to have the crossover category, that's fine by me, but I would like Dokkan to just start doing just what if forms. Like I said, the full power Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who is kind of what I'm talking about, but give me a Super Saiyan Raditz, give me a Super Saiyan 3 Turles, give me a Super Saiyan 4 Nappa, like just do all the forms that is technically possible for them. You know what I mean? I like little bits like that, but it's never going to happen, I don't think. But I don't want to rely on heroes for that stuff, if that makes sense. Vegeta in these games always gets shafted. That's why I'm praying for a godly easy A for the Int Evolution Blue. You know what? He's got a really good foundation for it. Has to be the biggest disparity between the anniversary units. Would it be the biggest disparity between the anniversary units? That's interesting. I would probably say yes. And I think second place is probably this year for the 8th anniversary. I think the disparity between the GT duo over the Z duo is rather significant. Is my mic going to connect now? I'm just going to quickly check it in the odd chance that no, it's not. Wait, is Blue Snowball? No, it's not. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway. Yeah, I think the GT duo is so far and away better than the Z duo that I think that would be the second place for disparity between anniversary units, second only to what you say there, UI Goku over the Evolution Blue Vegeta. Janemba and Gogeta with the leader skill potentially. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. At the time, yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. You know what, I'm going to have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's do this team again. Actually, I'm going to get rid of you. Realm of Gods. Extreme. Who else are we going to bring? I'm going to bring... I want to actually... You're awesome. Are you on Worldwide Chaos? It's a shame. Not on Target Goku either, which is stupid. Let's use a support memory. What do we got? Yeah, that's Worldwide Chaos. What's this? Let's just use that. It could be fun. I wouldn't mind a 55% Zamasu so we don't fly through too quickly. This guy here, has he got his links done? He does. Cool, let's go. Oh, this is perfect to start with. Yeah, this is a perfect rotation almost. You keep the same... Oh, you just don't get Super Saiyan, but you get more links. With the guard, I think it's probably best we do put the Mars Saiyan first. We'll do that so that we can get maximum key with Rose at the end there. Hopefully he'll get his killing blow. Oh, we're going to get supered straight up. This might hurt, actually, because we haven't super attacked, but we do have guard, which is good. That's not too bad. We'll have a bit of healing, especially as time goes on, so we'll get that back. It's okay. And because there's a Goku, an enemy with the name that includes Goku, we'll be getting a built-in additional with this guy. And then in the final phase, after he transforms, we'll be versing a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan enemy, which gives him more additionals in that form as well. Do your additionals, please, Goku Black. Please do additional supers is what I meant. There you go, there's one at least. LR in Rose is actually one of my favourite units in the game due to the Ooga Booga damage. Yeah, man, he's crazy good. I just wished that he had prepared for battle. If he had prepared for battle, he would actually be a really good floater in a lot of teams that don't necessarily include like Goku Black units. Having, you know, I think he has Kamehameha, I could be wrong. You're not going to get the killing blow, that's a shame. But at least Legendary Power, Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan. If he had prepared for battle, that's 4 links that he would share with just general Saiyans. So it would have been good to see that. Well, we're going to get the transformations. Cool. Alright, we'll leave mine on rotation. Zamasu will do his thing. And then you'll also do your thing. So we've got, what, 3 links active for everyone? Yeah, cool. TR Goku Black Easy Air makes me mad. Yeah, look, I can understand it. But again, I think there's still a lot of opportunity. There is some opportunity to have some fun with him. Like, this stage is a very good way to have some fun. God damn it. We should have put the AGL first to get him a stack, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he was a little bit like that on release. It's more the fact that they, like, in all reality, he's not that... Oh. How do we do this for Fu here? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Fu's attack's not going to be too good, but we're going to get 4 rainbow orbs, which is still a majority of his support, so that's fine. Yeah, they keep designing them as if like their passive activation is easy to get. It's not bad if we had the events, but we don't. That's the problem. They need to like drop the events to make it. I don't know. It's hard to like. I'm finding it hard to like explain myself properly. But I also think they need to. Every time they release a burst mode, they need to keep it open. And I think burst mode should be themed towards the releases at the time. So for this black, for example, they should have done a burst mode for like, a Super Saiyan God Super, like the Vegito Blue stage, for example. And then kept it open so that he had a burst mode to have fun in. When they released Turles, for example, they should have released burst mode for a Kid Gohan Dokkan Fest stage and kept it open so that he had his playground. They just need to keep releasing playgrounds to... Yeah, I want long events too, but I don't know how they would make them actually difficult. I think there's a way to do it. I think I've had an idea for a while of a good way to do a long event would be to... Firstly, you want to retool like attack lowering, defense lowering, stun and seal, but without going to that, I think you could go... a long event who... Hang on, what are we doing here? I'm going to do this so you get the stack, the extra stack. I don't think you'll get the additional super, but that's okay. Yeah, a long event where the enemy... Let's say it's a long event, it's a Masu. Let's say, hypothetically, he never super attacks. Every turn, though, his attack raises. So, like, his normals hit harder every single turn, bar none, and you can't stop it. Though you can debuff it a bit, he also hit and make it so that once a turn he does a big old heal. So you're kind of at a race against time to kill him before he gets too strong, if that makes sense. But then he heals as well. You can lower the amount that he heals if you seal, for example, or you can, it's hard to explain. I'd have to kind of put it in writing, but Easyang STR Turles, I'm glad they didn't because it allows them to easy A later. But it was a weird celebration in that regard, to be honest. Jesus, are we getting super attacked at all by the enemy here? Not sure. But we got the 2 transformations out now. I don't think we'll kill. Hope we don't kill. Though we'll have a 50% crit chance with this guy. Where are we at? 260k. You're at 700k defense already. Like, that's good, man. I mean, he's done 5 supers. I'm gonna do this. That'll bring that down. Yeah, cool. So we've got the key lined up for the Fu next turn. I love that STR Turles, by the way, that LR. I think he's really, really good. Look at that, 12 mil. I mean, he's not as good anymore, but he's an old favourite unit of mine for sure. Woo! Double 12s. Super Saiyan 3 Rose. Go off. Triple? Yeah, 13 mil. It's actually insane comparing Heroes units this year to last year. Oh, it really is. It really, really, really is. It's really unfortunate how the limit breakers are designed and some of them are designed. I like Hart still. I think he's much better than people give him credit for. We need to do 4 attacks total, I think, to build up this Rosé. That's 3. Hopefully he gets his hidden potential. Oh, there's the 4th. So we must be close. I need to check. I think it's 4 attacks. Bang. I wonder what his defense is there. He was at 700k before stacking 3 more times. They seem like a fan-made units. Yeah, and that's what they need to do. I don't understand how they undercook releases. Okay, is he getting supered here? Oh, that's Zamasu. Where is... Oh, no, not you. Sorry, this guy. Attack. I see he's performed 5 attacks, so he's 1 shy. And given that we're going to have the support, we're going to do this. Yeah, I don't understand. Like Dokkan Raditz. We were talking about him before because Epic wants some LR Raditz. I don't understand why the Dokkan is bad. Like, it makes no sense to release bad units. It's weird to me. It is. It's really strange. Some units I feel like they just they 100% don't. It's like it is blatant. About 5 key. See that Zamasu there when he goes up by 5 key thanks to the Fu support? It's crazy. Look at that, 16 mil. But look, I'll be honest. I don't know if you're aware, Mr. Bob, but I made my own units, and they are difficult to balance, but it's doable. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a month or 2, but when you've got a team, like I was doing it by myself, and I had to learn to code to do it prior. Like, it's just, yeah, it is. It's a bit baffling when they get it wrong. What do you got? So, Fear and Faith, Godly Power. You're going to have, Max Links. This is going to be crazy. Look at him. He's at 1 million defense. We explain how some of these units release the way. Oh, 100% would. I totally agree. I mean, we're probably going to... Well, I could have let Zamasu stack more memes, but we're probably going to end this here. You can have that. You can have that, and that will be 24 key with Rosé. So, yeah, I'd imagine we're ending the fight here. They didn't test Orange Piccolo before they released him, and I'm happy about it. Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it? 12 mil. He can do, what, 4 supers, I think, total, this Super Saiyan 3 Rosé. There's the second at 12.5. So he's going up by about 600k for attack. He'd be going up a lot more for defense. Well, not by 600k, sorry. Oh, he only did 2 with an additional 1. That's annoying. 10 mil for you. With what? How many attacks coming? Bang. So that's the last one to build up. This is his max attack at 11 mil here. I mean, max attack without support with all his links active. And he's well over 1 million defense because he was at 990k. He's just done a triple super where he adds 50% defense to his super attack multiplier each super. So he's added 150% to that. And there's the 4th attack, which he didn't become a super. He's going to get supered here. This will be interesting. He's not going to take anything. He's got type advantage as well. Bang, nothing. Cool. And then Rosé will finish things off, I would imagine, at 20 million. Holy shit. Yeah, look, 1 shot kills. Well, that was his finishing blow, so he gets all that key, but not necessary because we finished the fight. I love doing this. That's such a fun playground for that team. Well, guys, I might call that a stream, to be perfectly honest. I might cut it short there if that's all right with everyone. The chat's kind of dropped off a little bit anyway, and I've got to get to work. I've got a pretty busy week ahead. It's everyone wants their... My favourite anniversary is the 5th and the 7th. Quite easily. 5th and the 7th. I think as an overall anniversary, the 5th and the 7th is my favourite anniversary. But yeah, what I think we'll do next week is I will probably do the awards or go through everyone else's awards before doing my own. So if I release the images, these ones here, if it loads. Thanks. I had a lot of fun in that stream. We got a lot more people chatting than usual, which is good. We got the regulars plus a few more. So yeah, I'll probably release these images prior to my stream next week. Hopefully I can get as many of you to fill them out. And then I'll maybe go through everyone's awards and we can discuss everyone's awards. So hopefully you're in the chat when I'm talking about your awards. Well, maybe I'll make that a requirement. You have to be in the chat if I'm talking about your awards so that everyone can discuss with you and you can maybe justify yourself. Maybe, and it's a big maybe, as you can probably tell, I might even open up the Discord voice chat and get you to drop in if possible. We'll see what happens. But yeah, next week, it's the same time every week, by the way, Mr. Bob. If you're interested in joining the stream more often, I usually pin this to the front page of my Twitter, just so you can see the time. And I'm hoping that you're within a time zone close to these, if not within one of them. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning my time on a Monday morning. It goes to about 9 o'clock. It's 8:52 right now. So usually it's about a 2-hour stream, unless I've got a really busy day of work planned. I'll keep it tight to an hour. But next week will be the last one of the year. I'll see how I go this week in terms of planning. I might, like I said, open up the chat to the awards that you all give out. But thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll see you next week for the final stream of the year. Thanks for everyone for jumping into the chat, and I'll see you around. You'll find me on Twitter and Instagram and Discord, and if you want to chat anyway. So yeah, thanks guys. See you next week.